day, and then it can be hard to keep track of all the advice and the directions that are being given from various public health officials. We know you have lots of questions too, so we have put our Jeff Semple on the hunt for some answers. Jeff?
Well, Donna, last week about 1 million Canadians returned to the country from abroad after being urged by the federal government to get back here ASAP. They, along with many others, are now being ordered to remain in self-isolation.
Hello. Today we are going through really hard times. All the coronavirus issues, all the pandemic issues, it's making us adjust our reality. And among others, it's time for us to reconsider what is the real value of a passport. Typically, we are told all these nice numbers and we are seen in all these great, nice-looking rankings, which then turns out to be a complete fairy tale. GDP does not matter. The number of visa-free travel countries does not matter. This is all a nice and good-looking fairy tale. The bottom line, when a person holds a passport, what does this person actually mean? Who is this person? I'll talk Canada today, and I'll talk two real stories. But before I go into real stories, I want to share some technical details with you. First, if a country is in an emergency, who gets to get evacuated? Citizens, permanent residents, and members of their immediate family. Technically, these are the people. In reality, what happens? There is a thing called consular letter. What is this? Well, if there is all these people who have to be evacuated, and there is some other person who has no connection with Canada, but an ambassador or some other employee of the embassy has grounds to believe that this strange third-party person has compelling grounds, compelling reasons to enter Canada, this person gets issued a consular letter. And this is a document which allows this person to enter Canada. Guess who's on the top of a list when people get evacuated? Right, people holding consular letters. Not citizens, not permanent residents, not their family, some strangers. Why? Don't ask me. The second thing, who gets evacuated next? Relatives of the ambassador, of the key staff of the embassy. Those are the people who are hanging out in the country for taxpayers' dollars, not actually providing some tangible benefit. And now they get evacuated. If you're a citizen, well, average Joe, tough luck. So, you say, love, hate, and propaganda, right? No, real stories. Story one. Both of them are Canadian citizens. One of the people is calling in story one, the first scenario, he's calling a country of his native motherland. He's Canadian, but he has dual citizenship, and this person is calling the embassy of his native motherland. The story is all the flights get cancelled, he gets grounded, all bus connections are cancelled, and the person is calling the embassy to ask for help. And this country is, believe me, somewhere on the bottom of the list of these, nice, good-looking countries with the high value of passport. That's the point where the value of passport gets tangible, And this, lower-class country says, okay, you're in a tough position, think overnight, we'll get in contact in the morning when our stuff is in place. What happens in the morning? Embassy is told, I have no flight, no bus connections, my booking in the hotel is ending out today at noon, and then I have nothing to do and nowhere to go. This is a group of people. What happens? The embassy divides these people into two small groups. One group is security flight in other country to their motherland. They're being picked up and brought to other country. They are accommodated in the hotel. They are being given tea and cookies and everything on their way. Next morning, these people take flight back home. The other people who were not able to secure the flight, they're being picked up, not from the capital, from some small city in the middle of nowhere. The diplomatic embassy car comes, picks up these people, and they're being brought across several countries, through countries whose borders are closed, with all the consular papers, with everything ready. And they're being brought back home because they are people and they matter. Second scenario, a Canadian is calling a Canadian embassy. A citizen of Canada is saying, I'm stuck, I need help. What do I do? He's told, okay, we are having an evacuation flight on Friday. He says, okay, where is it from? It's from city A, let's say. It's a capital, city A. He says, I'm in the city B. What do I do? Oh, well, you've got to get here. Okay. He has to get from A to B, like 500 miles, in a country where all the flights are cancelled, buses are not working, train connections are cancelled, and due to the reason I'll show later on, he cannot rent a car. But he says, okay, I want home. I'll do my best. I'll reach the city A, and I want to take this flight home. Okay, so go get yourself a ticket. Go buy it. Go buy a ticket if you're being evacuated. Okay, I do that. He goes online. He sees this ticket. He clicks buy it. He's ready to pay this extraordinary increased and so overpriced value of a ticket. He says, I want home. Give me my ticket. He's going to buy it. The form is asking for the passport number. Why did he get stuck? Because his passport in this country got stolen and he needs new travel documents. He's calling the embassy and he's saying, hello, I need a passport number to buy this ticket, but I cannot provide it. I need new travel documents. Can you help me? Our working hours at Canadian Embassy are 10 to 4 tomorrow. Okay, he says, I do my best. I do whatever I can and I come to the embassy. You help me get the ticket. You help me get my travel documents so that I buy the ticket. Oh, well, yes, you come, but you should remember that tomorrow we can serve only those who have a ticket and can prove that. He says, like, hello, I cannot buy a ticket because I don't have a travel document and I need your assistance to get the travel document, right? Well, tough luck, very well then, because we have so many people with consular letters who will be so glad to take a spot on the plane and go plane traffic. It's all being so told very nicely and politely, but that's the bottom line. That's Canadian way to say go plane traffic, basically. Why am I telling this? I believe that there will be a day when we are over this coronavirus ordeal. We get back to our normal lives, and you think that Canada is a good country for you to settle. I don't know where you're coming from. Maybe you're really coming from a bad country and you have your reasons to stay there, and that's perfectly understandable. But the day when you become a Canadian, remember of me telling you these two stories. And think twice before you give up your native motherland citizenship. No one can give you a guarantee. You can never know what can save your life. No one can say you for sure that your native country will help you, but you can always be sure. If you're a Canadian and you don't need help, don't rely on Canada. Stick with your homeland citizenship. When this all is over, think about it twice. Bye.